show you how to produce using a free application, Audacity, or however you want to say it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop the main file or audio file. It's got to have time to import. Alright, so now the main audio file is up, and we're doing Without a Curse. Alex Reamer is the host, and what we're looking for are these little break spots, and these are where we have to put like buffer music or intro or outro type of music or whatever the case may be. He always sends me an email telling me where this stuff goes, but hopefully I can show everyone how to do it. So anyways, what we're going to do is he always gives me a count right here. 5, 4, 3, 2. So what I'm going to do is eliminate that from the audio. Sometimes it's kind of a nice little thing to have. That way you know right there is where more content's going to come. We're going to go and we're going to generate silence. So it's going to take all the audio out of this track. Generate silence, and boom, there we go. Now we need to put the intro music in here. So I'm going to come down here, and I've got it already loaded here. Whack intro. We're going to load that in. And what you want to make sure is that you want the track to be mono. This one, I haven't had the time to go and make it mono, so I have to split the stereo track. See, it turned it into 2 tracks here. So I'm just going to get rid of this because it's nothing. Then I'm going to come in here, I'm going to make sure that this is mono. While I'm here, I'm going to do the same right here. So we see our little split break in, so we're going to come over here and kind of blow it up so we can take a look at it. Now the tool to move this audio, this secondary audio, is this little side-to-side guy. Now what we're going to do is move to the straight line, and that's where basically where you're going to start listening to your audio. So we're going to take a listen and see how it sounds and see if I put it around the same spot. Don't worry about that, we can always adjust it. Okay, so it sounds like
Curse with Alex.
What you need to look at is look over here.
Curse with Alex Reamer on the sports stuff and ucaster.com.
What you don't want to have happen is have this area, the right and left channels, going into red. That's doing what's called clipping, and that's no good. So we want both the audios to kind of match up and not clip and still be fairly loud.
Curse with Alex Reamer on the sports stuff and ucaster.com.
Okay, sounds like we're not going to get it much closer than that.
Curse with Alex Reamer, ucaster.com.
We're going to turn this little audio down just a little bit, down about 3 decibels. Right here you can do that very easily. It's called the gain, as you can see. It has a slider, goes all the way up to plus 36, but anyways, we're going to take it down about 3. And if you notice the audio is not quite long enough, well, that's easy to fix. We're going to highlight some of the blank right here. We're going to go to Effect, and we're going to select, where are you at? Repeat. I was already on it. About 3, yeah, 25 seconds extra, because we can always clip off. I have to come back in here and explode the view again. Now, I'm going to listen to this audio to see what it sounds like, to see if I can taper it a little bit more. Okay, I can definitely taper this. So I'm going to highlight this area. I'm going to go into Effect, and I'm going to fade it out. Now I know somewhere in here, in this area, is where it's probably going to sound the best with the main audio coming back in, which is your host, Alex Reamer. So I'm going to select this area, and I'm going to come up to the scissors and clip. Now we're going to move the cursor deal a little bit further back so we can hear the audio trailing up to the vocal track.
Happy belated New Year, everybody. Happy 2009. Hopefully you...
Okay, so that sounds like it flowed pretty good. So we're going to move on. Going to take a little thing here. Okay. Looks like here's the next break. Once again, he gives me the little countdown. I'm going to just eliminate that one more time. Effect, or generate silence. This setting you don't really need to play with. The default is just fine. And we're going to add, drag and drop our audio. And I'm going to use the Without a Curse outro. Once again, I have to split this track. Now, you shouldn't have to do this. This is just a special thing that I have to do with this because I haven't gone in there and made them specifically for this, making it into mono. Now, here's what I wanted to show you next. Notice how I expanded this track so it could be larger. The reason why I do that is because if you go over here and click, you can get the right and the left all mixed up. Make sure that the pan is always in center. So what I do is I make it a little bit longer so I have this area to work with the mouse. Now I'm going to click the mouse and hold it and drag up. That way I can align these tracks up here. And here's the spot that we just created the silence in. And we're going to explode the view. Now this audio track has kind of a dull front, you can see. So we're going to need to taper that in a little bit, and we're going to highlight about what you think would be a sufficient amount of time. Go up to Effect, Fade In, and there we go. So now we're going to go and select this side-to-side tool and kind of slide it a little bit, and then we're going to take a listen and see how it sounds.
It's going to be fun.
Okay, it's a little bit too much, so we're going to slide it back some. And listen again.
It's going to be fun.
Okay, so now we've got this extra right here, so we just have to, once again, highlight it and use the little scissors, clip it out.
So yes, as it's been chronicled on the board, and again, the sports podcast.
And I got lucky and got it right the first time, I think. So that's the basics on how to create content. Now you can do it several different ways. We used to record the audio in different sections and have a part 1 and a part 2, and then that's just how you line everything up. You can have as many tracks as your computer can handle. How much hard drive space you have, that determines that. Now don't forget that when you're creating these, it's saving them or kind of storing them as WAV files, which are kind of big for audio files. So if you think about it, one CD can hold roughly around 120 MP3s. One CD with WAV files can only hold about 10 to 12 songs. So think about it in that kind of context. So hope this helps you out. Talk to you later.